It's a sight that brought comfort to some and consternation to many. A video taken in Seattle, Washington, earlier this summer shows a woman getting baptized outdoors in the city's Cal Anderson Park. She's flanked on either side by two women, offering her words of comfort and support, and surrounded by hundreds of people cheering her on, none of whom are wearing masks. Up and down the West Coast, hundreds of evangelical Christians have gathered for outdoor church services, all calling for one goal: let us worship. The events are hosted by controversial religious leader Sean Feucht, a musician at Bethel Church in Redding, California, who recently lost a congressional race and once visited the White House to pray with President Donald Trump. His services, so far seen in Portland, Seattle, Redding, and other areas in California, are being held in apparent defiance of states' orders limiting gatherings, which were put in place to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. A quick search of #LetUsWorship on Facebook or Twitter shows photos and videos of the events, which feature revival baptisms and music with little social distancing or mask wearing. Health experts told Insider that the events are dangerous, and could turn into COVID-19 superspreader locations. Whenever we see images of large groups of people close together without masks on, it raises concern for transmission of COVID-19 and for having spreader events, Ben Lennis, an infectious disease doctor at Boston University School of Medicine, told Insider. These events are outside, which is a good thing, but if people are close together and singing and chanting without masks on, there's still probably a risk of transmission in such a large group. He said Feucht's decision to travel from city to city could also create clusters of COVID-19 outbreaks in multiple regions. Lennis is on the reopening committee for his synagogue, and said he empathizes with the desire to gather for spiritual connection. But he said gathering needs to be done safely, with masks and social distancing. Feucht, who also runs several other political and religious endeavors, including the grassroots worship mission Burn 24/7, Light a Candle, which brings tangible change to war-torn nations, and Hold the Line, a political activism movement working to engage with churches and young people, did not respond to multiple requests for comment from Insider. In an interview with Fox and Friends, in July, he said that his followers should be able to gather for worship because thousands gathered for Black Lives Matter protests this summer. Demonstrators at Black Lives Matter protests, however, have praised their fellow attendees for wearing face masks in a way Feucht and his followers have not. Feucht isn't alone in his desire to host in-person church services.